everybody. It's Dave Koken and Jim Feist. Good morning to you. And wow, it is Wednesday, and we have got just a great college basketball schedule tonight. And two of the best games, Texas at Oklahoma State, and out here in Mountain West Country, a game where those of us in Las Vegas who are fans, forget the handicapping for a moment, those of us who are fans really looking forward to this. San Diego State at Provo tonight to face BYU. We're going to take those two games and tear them apart and try and get you winners on those. Games that you are definitely going to get winners on, I have got those. We've been doing this for a long time. Jim and myself, between us, I don't have a calculator, so I can't add up the number of years of doing this. But, using our real names, and we're at the same websites every year. And there's a reason for that. You don't stick around this business for 30-plus years unless you know what the hell you're doing and you're producing winners for your customers. We've got customers that have been with us since 1981. I've got a couple of customers, and a couple of them have died, quite frankly. That's why they're not 100 anymore. A couple others who have been with me since the beginning. You don't do that unless you're winning. That's why when we put out these offers, they're inexpensive and they're really smart to take advantage of. I've got an offer right now that's going to get you, and it doesn't matter what level player you are, this is a good offer. It's $49. You're going to get all my action and under the head plays right through the Super Bowl. Now, for instance, that's not just like one play here and there. That's 4 plays tonight alone. I've got 2 in the NBA and 2 in college basketball. You're going to get those plays, plus you're going to get my Super Bowl side and total. So you're probably looking at, I would say, I can't give you an exact number of the plays. It's probably between 20 and 30 selections in basketball. Good plays, plus the Super Bowl side and total. And I've done very well in the big game over the years. And the total costs just $49. If you're serious about winning, if you're just farting around and firing out a 14 parlay or something like that, no big deal. Have fun. Just pick the TV games, whatever. If you're trying to win money, I can help you. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm going to keep doing it. 1-866-841-1665 is the number to call. Make the call right now. Get on these games tonight. Get some profits in your pocket, and you'll be lined up for the Super Bowl as well. 1-866-841-1665. We'll tell you what Jim's got going on in just a couple of moments. But what do you think? Let's look at this Texas-Oklahoma State game. Jim, Texas, they were impressive last week. You go in and beat Kansas on the road. You can't sleep on this Oklahoma State squad. They're pretty good, especially at home.
Well, Dave, that was a shocker. They ended a 69-game home winning streak for Kansas the other day. That's a huge victory for Texas. And, you have to be up for that game, first of all. When you go to Kansas, they're 69 straight wins at home. This is the biggest game on the card for the whole year so far. So they're sky high for that. They fall behind in the game. They're down at halftime. And what happens? They blow them out in the second half.
Yep.
Big victory for Texas. Now they go on the road to a team that really doesn't lose very much at home. Oklahoma State is a tough team at home, and they're sitting there waiting for the team that just knocked off Kansas, who's one of the best teams in the country. Now, when you talk about letdowns, when you talk about look-aheads, when you talk about being motivated, one team being a little higher than the other emotionally, you got to lean to Oklahoma State for that. And the way that these teams have been playing, I also like the under in this spot. So I'm liking Oklahoma State here quite a bit, and I like the under as well.
Well, I didn't get involved in the total, but I like the side here, and I agree. I think Oklahoma State's the side. For those of you who are not familiar with their home facility, this is a tough place to play. It's kind of one of those smaller arenas where the fans are right on top of the floor. It's noisy, it's uncomfortable, and if you look at the numbers for Oklahoma State, I don't know if they're really a particularly good basketball team or not, or a particularly good program, to tell you the truth. But boy, I'll tell you what, their spread numbers at home, they're ridiculous. They are really outstanding. Texas, on the other hand, incredible win against Kansas. I didn't have a play in the game. When they get off to a bad start, it's like, well, business as usual. Kansas doing what they usually do at home, and Texas not having much of a game here. That's a great comeback against a Jayhawks team that is impossible to beat in that building, especially when they have the lead. But Texas hasn't really been a very good spread team in Big 12 play. You look at them over their last 30 games or so, they're way under 500 against the spread.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So they're a team that you will never get value on, or fair value, from the odds maker, because they're an extremely public team. The only time you'll get value is if they're playing another extremely public team like Kansas. Oklahoma State doesn't fall into that classification, but we know what this team can do at home. I saw a good example of it, I think it was last week, playing Iowa State. The crowd was unbelievable in that game, and I think the crowd may have influenced the officials, not consciously, but subconsciously, into making a couple of calls against Iowa State that probably cost the Cyclones the game. And Iowa State walked out of that building demoralized, by the way, and just got killed in their next game. So, it can have a lasting impact. I think Texas is going to get upset tonight. I think Oklahoma State plus the points to be safe, but I believe Oklahoma State is going to win this game tonight. We're going to look at the BYU San Diego State game in a moment.
Dave, but to add to that, we have another big game to talk about. San Diego State and BYU is huge game, maybe even a bigger game than this one. But, you talk about when you pick a side that you think might be a straight-up upset, don't ignore the money line aspect of this, because there's so many times when you get short spread games, anything say 1-6 or 1-5, you're gonna see some of these underdogs come out and actually win the game, especially when they're at home. And they might get a couple calls in their favor as well. The money line can make you a lot of money if you're very selective with them. So I'm actually maybe making a pretty good bet on the money line and a bigger bet on the dog in that Oklahoma State side.
I think the reason I'm more on taking the points than the money line for me in this game is Texas is one of those teams that I think they can find a way to squeeze out a win. I just think it's going to be really tough, and with the points, I think you're in good shape tonight, but I certainly would not be surprised to see the Cowboys win this game. All right.
Well, what I was trying to point out, there was basically a strategy for how to play money lines, and this has worked very well for me. Let's say you bet $1,000 on the dog plus the points.
Right.
And you see the money line, and I don't have the screen up right now to know what it is, but let's say you get the money line, you put $200 on the money line. Why pass it up? Because if you really are good at picking underdogs to cover, you're also going to be good at picking underdogs to win straight up, especially within that tight frame of 1 to 6 point dogs. Anyway, Dave, I have a big package as well. 5 days of high roller plays. Now, high roller plays are for, it's very strong players, guys that like to really win money. It's not just a hobby. It's actually you want to win. These are games that I put a lot of money on myself. This is a $2,500 value. 5 days of my high roller plays for just $49. That's all. $49. The reason I do this, I want to get people interested in this, show them that we can win, because the idea is for you to keep coming back. Go to our website, ProlineTV.com. Call our phone numbers, 1-866-841-1655. You call that number right now, 1-866-841-1655. Sign up for the 5 days of high roller plays, $2,500 value, and I'm going to win. And if you're on, you're going to win too. And don't forget our website, ProlineTV.com. We have a lot of great information there. We got these videos there all the time. And for free winners each and every day, this is what you have to do. You text WINNER, WINNER, to 313131, and we will send you free winners each and every day right to your cell phone. So, Dave, let's go on and talk about the San Diego State game.
Boy, this is a great matchup. How
about Jimmy Fredette, huh? How about what this kid's doing?
Well, there's two guys that you really want to watch in this game. Jimmy Fredette is getting a lot of national pub now, and he deserves it. He's transformed his body, too. It's funny. I don't know why broadcasters do this. I guess because he's a white guy, they have to pick another white guy to compare him to. So I heard somebody the other night, I guess it was on ESPN, comparing him to Adam Morrison, who came out of Gonzaga. They don't have anything in common. Other than, I guess, well, they're both white guys. All right, terrific. Adam Morrison's bigger. He has more of a guy who would play in the paint. Fredette's a guard who's a dynamite three-point shooter. He can penetrate as well. But you want a comparison in terms of what his future is? I think he might be a Vinnie Johnson type, a guy who I'm not sure will be a starter in the NBA, but his shooting range is unlimited. And you remember Vinnie Johnson? They called him the microwave when he was with the Pistons, because he was their sixth man. He'd come in off the bench and he could murder opponents with his long range shots. You couldn't stop him when he got hot. Jimmy Fredette is like that. He gets into a shooting rhythm, you have got big time problems. He's also transformed his body. He was strictly kind of a soft guy. I'm not saying he wasn't tough, but kind of a soft body until this year. Now he's a senior, and you can see he's really filled out. And I mean, this guy has got an NBA body. He's going to play at the next level. And then there's Leonard, San Diego State. This guy he may be a better player. Leonard is awesome. This kid is incredibly talented. I think he's going to be a swingman in the NBA at 6'7", because he can go out and shoot from distance. No problem there. 18-footers that he can knock down regularly. Great inside player. Tremendous rebounder. Dynamite player. San Diego State's a really good basketball team. And DJ Gay, very underrated point guard. This team's legitimate, and so is BYU. They're both in the top 10. Absolutely great basketball game tonight. The shame of this is it. Last time San Diego State goes into BYU, because BYU is heading off to independent status in football next year, and then they'll be in the West Coast Conference in college basketball. Too bad, because these are two outstanding programs, and I'd like to see them playing each other every year in basketball. But tonight, I think San Diego State's going to give them a great game. I believe this game goes right to the wire. I think it lives up to the hype, and so I'm therefore going to take the points with San Diego State. Wouldn't surprise me if BYU gets them. It's not a game I'm going to play. It's definitely a game I'm going to watch, though. And if I were going to bet it, I think I would take the Aztecs here. Awesome matchup, Jim. I can't wait.
Well, I can't disagree with anything you said. Fredette has been incredible. This is a game that could put either program on the map. I mean, they should both be on the map anyway. And like you said, they're in the top 10. You got the Cougars at 19-1, and you got San Diego State at 20-0, and that's incredible. They have had some decent wins in there too. Now, they're not playing the best teams in the country every day. Just the same thing that happens in football. They have a little bit of a softer schedule, but they're playing the teams they're playing, and they're beating the teams they're playing, and that's all you can really do. Whoever shows up, you beat them. The line on this game is surprisingly high to me. They've got BYU 5.5. That's it's going to be a tough spot for San Diego State to win the game, but to be close, to maybe even see overtime, wouldn't be surprised. This is going to be a war. I'm really looking forward to watching this game. I've already made a bet on the game. I actually like the underdog here quite a bit. But to me, I bought it a little bit to 6. I got an extra half a point there on that. And I did not bet the money line. I'm not as confident as I was with the other team I just talked about. So I do like San Diego State in this spot, plus the points. I'm not so sure about winning it straight up. But they are 12-6 ATS this year, which is considerably better than BYU at 7-9 ATS. So I do like the underdog here. And again, I want to remind everybody about my 5-day high roller package, $49. And you just make the call, 1-866-841-1655. We win. We work hard at this. I mean, I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning studying these games and getting ready to fire. And believe me, I've already fired. And I'm offering you $2,500 in value for $49. If you're serious about winning, you got to take advantage of this. 1-866-841-1655.
And my offer, and again, I'll just echo that. We bet these games ourselves. I'm not putting up my money just for the hell of it. I expect to win. I am not a good loser. I actually did not have a good night. I've been really very hot the last couple of weeks, and the NFL playoffs have been perfect for me. But I didn't have a good night last night. Thanks to NC State, they blew an incredible lead and scored 2 points in the last 8 minutes of the game. Thanks a lot. I don't like to lose. Hate it. I'm a bad loser. People who are around me know that. I I don't throw a fit, but I'm not the most pleasant guy to be around when I don't have a good night. So I got to work hard to come up with winners in these games so that I'm in a good mood. You'll be in a good mood if you take advantage of this offer because you're going to win. 1-866-841-1665. $49. All my action under that plays right through the Super Bowl, plus the Super Bowl side in total, and I absolutely expect to win that game. I've got a very strong opinion on this year's Super Bowl. Take advantage of the offer. So don't forget that offer to get free winners sent to your cell phone. All you have to do is text. What is it, Jim? Winner?
You got to text winner, WINNER, to 313131, and we'll send you the free winners each and every day right to your cell phone.
All right, and again, make sure to visit the website, ProlineTV.com. Just type that in. You'll head right to a page that's going to get you great information. A lot of free stuff on there, too. Jim Feist's Fast Facts have been basically used by handicappers around the country for a lot of years. Jim, they're great stats, and they're free to everybody. All you have to do is just go to the page and click on Jim Feist's Fast Facts. And for those of you who do your own handicapping and need good numbers to work with, there they are. So everything you want right there at the website, ProlineTV.com. All right, let's have a great night. Enjoy the basketball tonight, and we will come back and do this again tomorrow on Thursday here on Proline. See you later, everybody.
Bye, guys.